G'day guys. So just a quick Q&A today. So some people have obviously asked us about what's with this repair videos, what's with the other bits and pieces. But if you remember when I introduced you to the channel, so I said to you that we're going to teach you how to travel on the cheap. We're going to teach you how to get the tech on the cheap. We're going to teach you all of these sort of things. So let's take example. A lot of the stuff that I buy is secondhand or broken, and I try to repair it. Like the action cameras that I am currently recording on, the little Sony action cams. This is one that I picked up with a broken lens, missing a battery door, and so on and so forth. But as far as it goes as a camera, this is the one we mainly used while we were in China. So as you know, the video is fantastic. And I just put another lens in it. I just bought a GoPro lens off eBay. I think it was like $8 or something like that. I think it was $40 for the camera. That's the GPS version of it as well, where the one that I'm recording on is the original one that I bought, and that doesn't have GPS. And yeah, so, you know, why would you pay the $170 when you can pay $65? A little bit of a, know-how, being a little bit of a nerd myself, that also helps. So obviously, as you know, last week I repaired this lens that didn't work for this camera anymore, which I believe, there you go, so we didn't have a flat battery. And we repaired that. I paid, I think it was like $17 in total, including the repair parts, and then an hour or so of my time to learn how to do so. I bought this Sony Nex 5, again, another little one of my finds. The screen was actually broken on it, it was hanging out. I brought it home and ascertained that there was actually nothing wrong with the screen whatsoever. Put some super glue behind it and held it down with a book. And yeah, this is that camera that we used a lot of while we were over in China as our little main point and shoot. And as you can see, absolutely nothing wrong with it. So what I'm going to do is teach everybody how to look for these sort of things. No one wants to spend as much money as we do on all of the products. I bought my Canon 1DS from Cash Converters as broken. The shutter wasn't quite right or something like that. Anyway, I got it home and it turned out the viewfinder had fallen down, and viewfinders are interchangeable on it. I paid, I think it was roughly $250 for that camera. At the time when I bought it, it was an amazing buy. You were looking at well over $1,500 for that camera, and I paid absolutely nothing for it. My 24-70 lens, which I use a lot while I'm away, has a tight zoom ring. Makes no difference to how I use it. Some people would probably find that annoying or whatever. I put a little bit of lube behind it, pulled it apart, put more lube, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's yard. She's good. I have no problem with it. Again, I paid about $600-700 less than what you probably would for it. I think I paid very little for that lens. Being a Canon L series lens, that's something that's pretty much unheard of. Also, I'm going to introduce just repairs in general. So some of you may not know, but I am a bit of a nerd. So as you can see behind me, I have lots of old consoles, old mobile phones and bits and pieces that I have, and we're just going to switch over to a different microphone, so I'm sorry if the sound disappears a bit. But if you come into the house, I have so much gaming equipment, and it's just piled everywhere, and I've got so much that I need to repair and so much that I need to do. I thought I'd share it with you guys. This is obviously just a thing that I do, and there's no point in me opening up a huge part of another channel, so I'm just going to do a couple of these on the side as just videos. The first one being this old PS2 here. I'm actually going to hack and modify this as well so that it can run games off the hard drive. I have a massive PS2 library database that I'd like to back up onto a hard drive so that I don't have to put the discs in and scratch them. Anyway, as you can hear, this PS2's in pretty rough order, and it needs repairing pretty badly. So I'm going to get into that. When it comes to all my other bits and pieces, well, I've got an absolute garage full of stuff to do. So, you know, when we get a chance, I'll get around to introducing more of this channel and more of my repair videos. We're going to be doing our travel hacks very shortly. We've got our camping trip coming up very soon. So I'm sure that you're going to see a few camping hacks coming up. I actually have quite a few lined up and they will be coming to you shortly. So stay tuned, subscribe for more, and we'll keep releasing the videos. And welcome to everybody that's subscribed recently. Sorry, they've got a bit of bad lighting there. And thank you for subscribing, and thank you for taking interest in what this channel is going to be, or what we're trying to do. And I hope that we're able to inform you with some bits and pieces that help all of you guys either travel quicker, travel easier, travel cheaper as well. As I said, you don't need thousands of dollars on cameras or hundreds of dollars on cameras. You know, this camera altogether with lens, let's say you didn't get a lens with it. I actually did get an 18 to 55 silver bigger lens, this is the power lens version of that exact one. I got that, I think I paid $75 with the screen hanging out of it, $2 for super glue, an hour of my time, and I had a great little mirrorless camera that you can chuck around. And look, for $75, if you lose it or break it while you're on holiday, it really doesn't matter. You haven't spent an absolute fortune. So stay tuned. I'll show you how to actually find those sort of cameras. I'll show you what I do once I find them, and how I get them cheaper than what they're usually advertised for as well. And yeah, subscribe. We'll be there soon with those videos for the camping. We also have a video on booking holidays real soon, and a packing tips one. So stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll see you on what's next.